Hello! I am so excited. I feel like I'm supposed to do that cheesy thing where you wait for people to pop on for your challenge. So I am gonna make sure that this is set up and then I'm gonna get started because that is just not my style. I'm also gonna move this one hair. The other day I noticed that I had a little flyaway guy. All right, you guys. Hello, my name is Abigail Gazda. I am a clarity coach. I'm also, hi Kathy, welcome. I am also an emotional intelligence coach. I don't talk about that a lot because people are like, emotional intelligence, what? Like, what are you talking about? Hello, Pat and Ashley and Sarah. Thanks for being here, guys. Thomas, yeah, join us. Come on in. And something else I am is a professional quitter. So I wrote an entire book about quitting, and today we are talking about quitting, hiding out. So you are participating. Wow, Paula, LaRonda, Myra, Megan, you guys, Taylor, Miranda, what is up? Hi, Daniel. Thanks for being here, guys. We are going to get started. Hello, Brendan and Jill. So you're here for the 5-day Velocity Challenge, and I offer Velocity as one of my programs. It's a 5-week empowerment program for people who are looking for not just velocity. Hey, Shannon, thanks for being here. Hi, Terry. You guys, Velocity is so much about getting not just velocity, but the structure and the accountability and the empowerment that you're looking for in creating your dreams and bringing your dreams to fruition. Or as I like to say on the Hearts Unleashed podcast, shifting from dreaming to doing. Hello, Terry and Garnett and Steve. You guys, I'm so glad to have you here. So we're going to talk about giving up, hiding out. That is a habit that is holding you back. Now, I also talk about in today's Hearts Unleashed podcast episode, I explain, sorry, I just want to make sure this doesn't fall over. You are the one holding yourself back, period. Done. Okay. It's not some force outside of you. It's not your mama. It's not your boss. Like, it's none of it. It's you and your insecurities. And I love you for it. So we're going to talk about giving up one of the biggest insecurities that causes us to hide out. Okay. So we hide out about our dreams and our passions and what we want to do for a few different reasons. But one is because our dreams scare the shit out of us, right? Like, I want to reform education. That's a really big dream. And I tell myself, my ego tells me, you are never going to be big enough or impactful enough to like make an impact on the government and and education of America. But you know what? I'm gonna operate on that belief system and I'm gonna tell you about it. Normally, I used to hide out about that. I left teaching. I resigned from teaching feeling jaded and resentful and angry and like, F this is stupid. I can't make a difference here. And I like hid out about that. I want to make a difference. I believe that we can be teaching our youth a lot more important things. And not to say that math and science and history isn't important, but we can certainly teach them more life skills and more collaboration and more social things, right? And make a bigger difference. And that's my belief. And I'm sharing it authentically, even though it scares the shit out of me because I always fear that I'll die not making that difference. And when I think about that, if I were to use that as a metric for success in my life, and I go through my whole life making a difference with millions of people, making a difference. I have 8 people on here right now who are listening and people who've tuned in and will tune in later. And if I tell myself that I failed because I didn't reform education, but I made a difference in millions of people's lives and I publish books and I do this and I do that, and I think I'm a failure, shame on me. Not shame on anybody else. Shame on me for not looking at the gift that I get to be in the world. And shame on you if you're talking yourself out of being the gift that you are in the world, because you are. And I know that there's lots of reasons that we don't have to, don't want to, can't, shouldn't, because our parents tell us or our society tells us or whatever, and you're hiding out. You're hiding out because whatever barrier is in your way seems bigger than you. I call bullshit. I love you. I call bullshit. Hello, Rick and Melissa and Lauren and Blas and Amanda. You guys, Brianna, thanks for being here. Thanks for commenting. Let me know if this is resonating with you. Let me know that you're hearing me and it's making some sense, right? So the biggest reason, well, let me talk about hiding out for a second. One more thing. We hide out. I've seen this meme and it drives me bonkers. The quote is like, don't tell people about your dreams, just go silently achieve them and then show up like, bam, bitches, like, did it. Like, no. So what? Congrats, you did it. Like, cool. But there's nothing like that makes you extra successful by hiding out about your dream and then showing up with like the full perfect product. It's an illusion, and it's going to cause procrastination. It's going to cause you to give up when it gets tough because no one knows. Accountability is such a secret sauce of success because you said you were going to do it. Now you got to hold up your end of the deal. And so I actually do this with my coaches and with my accountability partners. I have mastermind sisters, and I say, hey, I can sense that I'm hiding out about something. I'm going to tell on myself, and then I proceed to tell on myself. Hey, Keith and Rick and David, thanks for being here. And so you guys, when we hide out about our goals, we have a back door. Where are my plan B people? Type up in there. Yup. I always like exit the back door strategy is you have this really big goal and you tell yourself that you want it and you dream about it. Maybe you meditate on it. You do some manifestation practices, but you don't actually like follow through that much because like you already plan on it falling through. You already plan on it failing, or you say like, well, that's a really big dream. There are goals that will take 10 years and we want them to manifest in a year, and then we relate to ourselves as a failure. Hey, Amber, we relate to ourselves as a failure because we didn't manifest a 10-year project in one. You're not a failure for that. It's just bigger than 1 year, right? I've done that plenty of times in my business. I think of this brilliant idea and I think it's going to manifest, and I hope for it and I work for it, and it just takes longer than expected. And there have definitely been times where I start talking negatively to myself, like I'm not doing enough, but that's just not the case. It's continuing to stay focused on the goal and remain open that it can happen faster than you wish, but also giving yourself room for it to develop. Hello, Kathleen. Thanks for saying hey. Hi, Kenny and Esther and Kathleen and Jade. You guys, welcome. We are talking about giving up hiding out on your dreams, right? So we do this, we have a dream, we hide out about it because ultimately maybe we don't believe in ourselves, right? My wife always talks about a 5-year plan. Oh, that's a good one, right? Our 5-year plan, everybody ever notice your 5-year plan stays your 5-year plan no matter how many years have passed, right? You can never seem to catch up with that 5-year plan. And then 10 years have gone by and you're like, oh shit. Didn't do that, guess all well, right? So now's the time to stop hiding out about your goals and your dreams and your visions because they're beautiful. And if it's on your heart, it's meant to be in the world. It's meant to manifest, but you've got to follow through. And it really starts with holding yourself accountable to follow through by letting someone know. Now, there are plenty of dreams that I talk about pretty openly on here, and there are some that I keep behind the scenes that I have other forms of professional, excuse me, I'm so excited, I'm spitting all over the place, I have professional forms of accountability so that as something is in the works, someone is still checking in with me. Hey, how's that going? Hey, what about this, that, and the other? Did you talk to that person? Because our ego will talk us off the ledge of our bravery. Like no one is like, immune to that. That's what I wanted. No one is immune to that. And so it can really cost us our vision and cost us our goal. And here's what ends up happening. When we don't share, but we have this goal, and then in our mind we perceive that we're failing at it, we start to talk really negative to ourselves. We're not keeping our word to ourselves about the dreams that we have, and we start beating ourselves up. We start questioning our worth. We start questioning our competency, and it's just plain silly because all it is like you haven't set yourself up for success. That's it. You can be kind to yourself about that, but you've got to set yourself up for success. And that means speaking out loud about what you want. It feels so good for it to come out of you. Now, I like to use a visual with specifically with my authors, because it works really well with authors, but this is about your project. You can do this, is speaking out loud, getting your plan out of your head and onto paper, or out of your head and talking to someone else about it, is like taking a puzzle and dumping the puzzle onto a big empty table. It's like, it's out of me. I'm free of it. And you automatically, number one, you automatically create more head and heart space, because think about how much thought and how much energy is consumed by keeping it in your head. It ping pongs around. It's always there. You're like, I got to remember to do this. I got to remember to do that. Get that shit on paper, okay? Hello, Brian and Joseph and Adam and Whitney and Kimberly and Sarah and Destiny. Glad to have you guys here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. And for those of you staying tuned in, I love you. I hope you're getting some out of it. Let me know, like, hey, no one said that they're a plan B person, but I think we have some plan B people. Like we all are. So dumping that stuff out is like dumping the puzzle onto the table, right? And you can see it for all that it is. You're like, oh, there's that piece, there's that piece, there's that piece. And then you start to put the border together, okay? You can call in a friend. How many of you put puzzles together with family members? And it's more fun, isn't it? It's like people are like, I'll do the sky and I'll do the water. And oh my God, why is the sky all one color? All those things, right? And you can support each other in the process. But once you dump that puzzle out, it's just getting it outside of you, and it feels so freeing. And you can see all the different pieces at play. And you may actually realize that your project is a 10-year project as opposed to a 1-year project, because you've actually gotten it on paper. Or you may say, I think I'm going to do this in 5 years. But when you get it all outside of you, you're like, that's not that hard. I can get this done in 2 years, right? Koa, plan C. Teresa, I see you said plan B, right? Thank you. I hear ya. I love the upside down smiley face. Hey, Jake and Louise, welcome, welcome. All right, so you dump out this puzzle, you can see all the pieces at play, and then you can start to sort them, and it makes more sense, and it looks way more tangible, way more achievable, and you just realize it's a matter of following up with a few people, sharing your idea with some people. For book writers, it's about getting that table of contents together, and then the whole book makes sense, right? So you guys, it's just time. It's time for you to get that out. One of my favorite quotes from high school, Mr. Dan Nichols put it on a t-shirt for us once. It was, failing to plan is planning to fail. All right. Now, hiding out about your dreams is failing to plan, because when you put the plan in place, it kind of takes care of itself. Then you start to see, this is another really amazing aspect of getting your dreams outside of you and telling someone about it, is they'll say, oh my God, I know a publisher. When I was sharing my book, right, I was sharing my dream and my goal like to anyone who would listen, honestly. I was sharing it all over the place, and some guy at the gym said, I love your book idea. I have a publisher and I will link you up. 2 emails and 1 phone call later, I had a publisher. It didn't take a lot of work, and I'm happy to admit that, because when you step into flow and you own your dreams and goals, they will show up. The universe responds. God responds. God helps those who help themselves, right? You pray for peace and serenity and patience and power. He ain't going to give you that. He's going to throw opportunities at you to figure it out and to sort it out and to feel it out for yourself. No one's going to operate for you. And that's what I'm actually sharing in today's episode of the Hearts Unleashed podcast as well. You are the one holding yourself back. No one is going to create the velocity and momentum outside of you. It is within you. Hello, Christine and Kara and Andrew. Thank you guys for being here. No one is going to create your velocity and momentum. Nobody. That happens from within, because you decide to own your dreams and goals, and you decide to follow through on them. I get to be the accountability factor for you, saying, hey, tell me about it. Tell me what you want. And in the episode of the Hearts Unleashed podcast today, I am breaking down all 5 weeks of the Velocity program so that you can see how it will create velocity in your life, how you are going to take ownership and responsibility of your goals and your dreams and get that shit kicking into action, okay? So we're going to begin to wrap this up, but I want to tell you that you are the one holding yourself back. Quit hiding out about your dreams. And I am giving you an opportunity to quit hiding out about your dreams by joining the Velocity program. It's a 5-week empowerment program helping you get the structure and the accountability and the empowerment. Thank you so much for being here, Kathleen. Hello, Eleanor and Milford and Christine. You guys, thanks. Please be sure to tune into that Hearts Unleashed podcast episode because I'm explaining the Velocity program in depth, and there is an exclusive gift for you at the end, a discount code. So you can get this program discounted, and it's going up. This program has made such a massive difference for my clients that have already taken it, and they've watched they've watched their dreams manifest before their eyes. During the program, they are producing the results that they wanted to create in 5 weeks. And I have decided to create it, to up the game in August. It's going to go from a 5-week program to a 6-week program. So it's going from $1,500 to $2,500. So I would love for you to get the program as it is. It's amazing as it is, and it's only going to get better, which is awesome. But I'm offering you 10% off of that program that it is now if you tune into that Hearts Unleashed podcast episode. So let me know if you are ready to create velocity in your life. Let me know about your dreams. Quit hiding out. Your dreams are amazing. You are amazing. You're here with a purpose. You already know that. And my purpose is to help you create your purpose. You're going for a ride with me. Hello. I love this work, and I love what I do, and I love my energy, and I love that I figured out what I love. That's what's up. That's really what's up. And so one of the most amazing things is that when people realize what they're here to do and who they're here to be, you can't do it fast enough. Honestly, it gets so exciting and it feels so good, and there's so much flow to that. And so I want to empower your process in really discovering that and then being really brave and unleashing it. So be sure to check out the Velocity program. You can head straight over to abigailgazza.com, read up on it, do the research, but there is a discount code if you go listen to the Hearts Unleashed podcast. So I will include a link in this comment so you can go follow through. Be sure to subscribe to the Hearts Unleashed podcast so that you get alerts that it's coming out. You guys, I love you. I see you on here. I've seen you on here this whole time. Thanks for being here. Amber, I see you. Thanks, Kathleen. Take care. Have a great day. Join me every day this week at 1 p.m. In Growing Gratitude. We're going to go over all 5 habits that are holding you back. I love you.